Okay, so we've got this balanced scorecard, and balanced scorecards can have these objectives in all these different perspectives that we were talking about. But when it boils down to it, a human being can't focus on too many things at once. So a good balanced scorecard is only going to have a small number of objectives that are the target for a particular time frame. Usually the balanced scorecard gets revisited at least once a year. So a good balanced scorecard should definitely have less than 20 objectives on it at any one particular level. So, and that's another thing about the balanced scorecard. A balanced scorecard can be set up for an organization, but smaller related scorecards can be set up for individual units and even individual employees within the organization. So definitely less than 20 objectives on a balanced scorecard, but probably more ideally 12 or fewer. Okay? So once you have identified these primary objectives for this year's balanced scorecard efforts, you can build what's called a strategy map. And this is a one-page representation of the strategic priorities for the organization or for the unit or for you as an individual. Companies will actually send their executive teams out on retreats for long weekends or even a week to develop strategy maps for the coming year or the coming whatever period they're looking at. And a good strategy map is also going to show some cause and effect information as well as just what the priorities are. So how does one priority lead to success in the next priority, and so on and so forth. If you think about the four perspectives, of course, they all sort of build and lead their way into the financial perspective. So once the company has their strategy map in place, here's the type of organization we want to be. Here are our objectives. Then they can look and see how they're doing, figure out where the gaps are, and that's where companies start identifying initiatives that they would like to work on to help close those gaps. So here's what a strategy map looks like. You can see here we just have some generic objectives that are in there: human capital, information capital, organization capital. All of these would be replaced with the company's specific objectives on their balanced scorecard. You can see they're organized in the four perspectives there: learning and growth, internal processes, customer, and financial. Now, the two that may stay on any strategy map that you have are those two in the center up at the top: customer value, shareholder value, or stakeholder value, if you will. Not all companies are public companies or even for-profit companies. So you want to have something in the middle of those, but all the other pills and boxes around them would be specific to that company's balanced scorecard.